Thank you, Oksana. Thank you, everyone. Bonjour à tous et toutes. You know, as Oksana said, Ukrainians know what it's like to live under tyranny. You don't know what you've got until it's gone, and they know what they've got. They know what they've got because they've lived before under tyranny. I was in Prague just after the Soviet Union collapsed, and the sense of freedom in that city at the time was extraordinary to experience the feeling coming from the people. That was just my little window onto the sense of liberation that they felt, the sense of freedom that they felt. So I can only imagine how Ukrainians today feel in Ukraine with this incredible war that's been brought down on their heads by Putin. The tyranny he wants to rain down on the Ukrainian people is unacceptable and must not happen. We have a voice, yes, but our Prime Minister is a world leader, and he has a big voice. And I'm glad that he came out and said that the Russians should be expelled from SWIFT, to shut down their ability to exchange money around the world. And I'd like to see Prime Minister Trudeau play that leadership role on the world stage and convince all of his colleagues to agree to expel Russia from SWIFT. He can do that. He can play that kind of leadership role. It's a role that Canada, as a middle power, has traditionally played, bringing our allies together, united around a common cause. So, Mr. Trudeau, get moving. It's, I'm sure, an extremely fearful time for all of you who have family in Ukraine or who have roots in Ukraine or some other tie to Ukraine. It's got to feel so helpless. But here we are. Look at our numbers on this cold evening on a Saturday. Standing with you, like people around the world are standing with Ukraine and Ukrainians, standing for freedom, standing against tyranny, and standing for action on the part of the world community. We've got to see severe sanctions, not these sort of weak sanctions we've seen. It's been incremental. That's not acceptable. We need to see severe sanctions that are going to bite hard. Bite hard, because that's what Putin understands. We need to freeze the assets of the Russian oligarchs in Canada. Freeze them, Prime Minister Trudeau. You can do that. You have the authority to do that. Do it. That sends an important and strong message. And I also want to acknowledge the young Russians who've been on the streets of their country protesting this war at great risk to themselves. And that is tremendous to see, that young citizens in that country rising up and saying no to Putin when they know the kind of consequences they can face by opposing Putin and their government. So, thank you to all those who organized today. We stand with you in solidarity, in prayer, and with action. We heard about how we can support the effort financially. We can support the effort politically by ensuring we're in touch with Prime Minister Trudeau's office. In fact, a friend of mine this morning, an economist in town, spent his morning emailing and writing the Prime Minister's office to say, these are the kinds of economic sanctions we need. This is the kind of leadership we need from you. And I sure hope he listens. Thanks very much.